In this series of movies, we're going to focus on features of microsurvey that you'll use when you're dealing with receiving CAD and CAD-related information from clients and you're preparing drawings for survey-related tasks. When microsurvey first opens, you can see the project manager. It's a handy organizer for your projects. You can find that there's a window at the top that allows you to select recently opened files. You'll find there's a window down here that displays all of the DWG and DXF files that are contained in your project directory. It will not display any other files, which is useful for organization. If you wish to change the directory you're looking at, pick on Set Project Directory and select a new folder on your computer, and it'll display the contents. If you wish to create a new project directory within the one that you have, then open it up and type in a name for it. You can also browse directly to a drawing if it's more convenient. It will display all of the DWG files that are in whatever folder you're browsing to. Note that if you want to see DXF files, then you have to change the filter down here and it'll display any DXF files. Let's open up a DXF example. I just select that and I pick on Open. So here's a DXF file. And whenever a drawing opens, we're always prompted to confirm the general configuration options. So your distance units, your direction format, you'll want to set those. Here is the drawing scale factor. This is a variable that controls the sizing of automatically created text and symbols, and ultimately it's also usually the number at which you plan to plot the drawing when you're all finished, if you're planning to do printing. Further down you'll see the AutoMap library. Watch for other videos on that topic. Further down you can select a coordinate system. If this is geodetic related information, this allows the program to calculate scale factors, latitudes, longitudes, and insert imagery. When you're satisfied with these settings, if you check this box on, it'll make them permanent, and just pick OK to close it. If you ever need to revisit those general configuration options, they're on the MS Tools ribbon and Job Defaults. Okay, I'm finished showing you how to open up a DXF, so let's close that. No need to make any saves. And let's reopen the Project Manager. And now we're going to open up a DWG file. So I'm back to the same folder that we were at before. And notice how I'm looking at a series of files, and these files are actually all related to each other. What we're looking at here is a master drawing. And then some of these other drawings, you can see in the preview window on the right, are actually inserted into that master drawing, and they're what's referred to as XREF drawings. So I'm going to open the master drawing, and it'll take a minute while it integrates all of the XREF files. Review the general config options and say OK. So when I have a look at this file, what we'll find, if I zoom in here, if you look at that line that I'm about to select, you'll note that this line is highlighted, but if I zoom back, I'm going to find that it actually has highlighted what looks like about a quarter of the drawing, as if all of these lines were actually a single entity. And that's typical of what happens when you have a master drawing plus XREF files. So I'm going to escape to deselect that, and I want to show you the XREF Manager, which is something that you want to use to confirm that you're dealing with XREFs. So over to the Tools ribbon and pick on External References. So here's a list of all of the subdrawings that are part of this master drawing. In a following video, we'll go over how to integrate the subdrawings with the master drawing if you need to do that. If you don't need to do that, the intent with XREFs is that other people can edit those related CAD files, and the next time you open up the master drawing, you'll see the changes. Okay, that's all I wanted to show you with DWG files. So let's close this without making any changes. And the last major type of CAD file is a DGN file as produced by MicroStation related products. So if I go to the Plumb Bob, I can go to Import. And here you'll see that we're able to select DGN as the option. And I'm going to browse to the folder where I have a sample DGN file stored. So I'm going to open that up. It's going to open the DGN into the CAD window. So there we've got it. It looks just like a DWG file. Only thing that we didn't see was we never did get to review the general configuration options. So that means this DGN file isn't ready for us to work with it. That's easy enough to change. All we need to do is go to the Plumb Bob and to Save As, and we're going to save this as a DWG file instead. So I'll just modify the name so that I don't overwrite a previous version. Pick on Save. Now watch for the general configuration options. That pops up. Again, configure these until you're satisfied. Oh, here's one where I think I'll just go to the Pick From list and I'll update the coordinate system. And now it's ready for you to work with. Okay, thanks for viewing this first video. Hope you'll follow up with the other ones in the series.